What a chaotic and historic race we witnessed at Le Mans. Rain, crashes, and a home hero ending a 71-year drought. Let's dive into the biggest winners and losers from the unforgettable French Grand Prix in Le Mans. Winner number 1, Johann Zarco. Zarco delivered a masterclass in the wet conditions, becoming the first Frenchman in 71 years to win his home Grand Prix. Starting from 11th place, his decision to stick with wet tyres paid off massively. He controlled the chaos like a veteran. Some called it luck, but most saw it as experience and talent working in perfect tandem. This victory is massive for Honda. Not only does it end Ducati's 22 race winning streak, it also keeps Honda and Ducati tied for the longest win streak in MotoGP history. A truly monumental day for Zarco and Honda engineering. Marquez. Marquez showed exactly why he's an 8-time world champion. Second place in the Grand Prix, plus another sprint victory, means he now leads the World Championship by 22 points over brother Alex. Marquez stayed calm while others panicked, taking big points in a race where many crashed out. The only irony is Wieners this year has been throwing away Sunday points, and yet in treacherous conditions, the worst of the season, he delivered one of the most smartest rides of the season. Fermin Aldeguer continues to prove that Ducati made the right call in 2024. A maiden sprint podium followed by a Grand Prix podium in brutal conditions. This wasn't just about survival, it was about pace, control, and racing IQ. He's still young, but he's already looking like the real deal in the MotoGP World Championship. Now on to the losers side of the argument. Loser number 1, Fabio Quartararo. What started as a dream weekend quickly turned into a nightmare. Pole position and early sprint pace got the crowd roaring, but Yamaha just didn't have the firepower to hold off the Bologna bullets. Fourth in the sprint was a solid effort, but the Grand Prix crash cut the celebration short. Fabio gave it everything, but once again, the bike just couldn't match his ambition. Loser number 2, Francesco Bagnaia. One to forget for Pecco. Crashes in both the sprint and the main race have thrown his title campaign into serious doubt. Even worse, he made the right tyre call, just like Zarco, but never really got the chance to capitalise. Wiped out in turn 2 by a very overeager Bastianini, Pecco now trails Marquez by 51 points. And with that GP25 still not clicking for him, every missed opportunity will be critical for his championship challenge. Loser number 3, Alex Marquez. Now it feels harsh to label Alex a loser after yet again another sprint podium. His 6th in a row as a matter of fact. But 2 crashes in the Grand Prix means nil points for Alex. And when you're fighting your brother for the title, you simply can't afford zeros. Especially in a chaotic race like this, where bringing the bike home was worth gold. Now we do have some honourable mentions from the French Grand Prix, so let's find out who we've got for those. Number 1, Taka Nakagami. He made the most of his wildcard return, 6th place in the wet after months off the grid. Impressive, calm, and clever. He played it smart, and the results speak for themselves. Welcome back, Taka Nakagami. Miguel Oliveira may not have had a fairy tale comeback, but returning from injury and running in the top 5 for over the half the race was a huge morale boost. Unfortunately, the return was marred with a DNF, but a very solid showing on tricky terrain in a rather forgettable season for the Portuguese star. Maverick Vinales. Now Maverick is quietly building momentum. 3 top 5 finishes in Grand Prix in a row. Well, not quite, but I'm ignoring that silly Qatar penalty. He does seem to be the only KTM rider currently unlocking the bike's potential, and heading into Silverstone, where happy hunting ground for Maverick has been, you wouldn't bet against Maverick doing the business again and either doing top 5 or maybe even more. I guess we'll find out in 2 weeks' time. Le Mans gave us drama, history, and chaos. It was one hell of a Grand Prix to witness. But what do you think? Do you think the winners and losers have been fair in today's video? Or do you have your own opinions? Tell you what, let me know in the comment section down below and we'll discuss it together. I'm Matt from KneeDown, thanks for watching the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.